Hey guys, happy Saturday morning. What's good? Well, it's morning for some, it's just afternoon for some of us. It's 12:20 on the East Coast. Happy Saturday, everyone. Guys, I bet you there's someone out there that wish they did not go out on Thursday night. Ma'am was already in trouble, and now she's in some triple trouble. She already had double trouble, but she on some triple trouble. The 30, I was like, sis, 37? Wow, sis 37 and in hot water on the job and lost her election. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. Atlanta PD to the sis that Atlanta PD put it on their YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Atlanta PD with your YouTube channel. So I went over there. Sis was looking drizzy drunk. Okay, she was looking. Now I'm not a sobriety test, but if I had to take a guess, sis was looking a little bit wasted. Okay, but I don't know. We get ready to find out. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure your notifications are set. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and we're going to get into it. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yes, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all, this is interesting to me because I always love a good drunk shit show. And this is what it was giving. The folks were at the Red Martini Lounge. And after any good night at the club, you want a little something to eat. And they were outside at the food truck, and a young lady was accused and maybe even jumped the food line. And Miss Love was hungry, and she may actually have jumped the food line, because why would you apologize and say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, my bad. And then sis commences to telling her off, and then the boyfriend of the lady, she's sandwiched in between the two of them, and boyfriend starts to whoop that ass. Okay, so out the blue, Judge Patterson decides, I don't have anything better to do. Instead of calling the police, even the girl's best friend ain't jumping in. Let me go save sis. Let me go save sis. So she jumps in, and it's giving, look at the expression on her face. It's giving sis had some drinks. Incident to arrest. The officer requests the female identifying information so she can be promptly transferred to jail and processed for charges. The female, however, refuses to provide her information. Let's see what Atlanta. It's the arrest of Christina Peterson, presented by the City of Atlanta Police Department. Okay, they're like, you gonna do press conferences? We gonna put out body cam videos expeditiously. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. Hello to everyone. You guys say hi to each other. I'm clicking on comments. Let me address. Let me see something. Who got here first? Who was here first? Hi, Shar. Hey, Boo. Hi, India. What's good? Okay. Um, let's see. Have any of you guys ever been to Yafo? I forget what it's called. Yafo. It's like a Greek place. Baby. I feel like in some of the footage I saw that there was a Yafo in the background. Yafo Kitchen. Baby. Get the chicken. It's like the chicken pita. Ooh, my God. Okay, Shar, India, Rich, Gangstars, what's going on? Hey, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Happy Saturday. Yes. Okay, so I kind of just told you what happened. If you want to get all the way caught up, watch the video that was posted last night. We went live last night for almost like an hour. We went through the press conference that was had, and turned out there is a Nesto connection. One of the speakers one of the eyewitnesses, the best friend or the friend, is actually the lady Madison, who is who we hear Sonya mention from time to time. I'm going out with Maddie. I'm going out with Madison. Madison from Stiletto Bosses. That is the connection. And I recognized her in the press conference, which got me a little bit more interested in the topic. And then now reading a couple of articles on who they've been calling the City Girl Judge. I'm like, City Girl Judge? Oh, my God. It seems like there's a lot going on. Also, someone else mentioned too in Patreon that the lawyer at the press conference yesterday, his father is a Superior Court judge in Fulton County, which means he works with Judge your what is his name? Glanville? Urine Glanville. I know that's not his name is Urine, but it sounds like it. Anywho, just a lot. Okay. Um, did someone just drop a milestone? Thank you. So for real and true. Thank you. Happy Saturday. So happy to catch a live from the beginning. Okay. Absolutely. And even if you don't, you can always catch it from the beginning on the replay. But yeah, being here live and getting to chat with some of our friends in the chat, that's always a fun thing. So welcome everybody. You guys, I did update the Patreon a little bit to anybody who's in there. There's a lot of y'all in there. As quiet as it's kept. I realized I had a lot of stuff in there not properly classified. And I'm also gonna try. Can't promise that every time it's gonna be perfect, but all I'm doing is posting a link, preferably before we go live, but um after we go live, just an announcement. So I know some of you guys say sometimes you're challenged with getting announcements. If I can't promise every single time, but I'm going to, since I have a little bit of help now, Farrah's helping me a little bit. She wants to learn, a little bit more about what I do. That might be something I might ask her to help me with when I set up my lives. But anyway, at the end of the day, if you are in Patreon and you have a free membership or membership in general, you will get a live when those posts. Those will be public posts or free posts or whatever. So it could be while we're still live, it could be after the live, but you'll still get a notification through Patreon because I try to post those every time I put up a new video. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. So Atlanta Police Department put up the video, and this is what the description says. Let me. Oh, and there's more. Oh, do they have a whole press release? What? Okay, they must have a whole press release. Let me copy this real quick. Okay. And hold on. Okay. So this is what it says in the description box, okay? On June 20th, approximately 3:18 a.m., an Atlanta police officer was working an approved extra job at 3179 Peachtree Road, overheard a commotion nearby and went to investigate. During this time, he noticed security at the location escorting a female out of the venue. While assisting security and attempting to de-escalate the situation, an unidentified female, later identified as 38-year-old Christina Peterson, rushed towards the commotion and immediately started screaming at the security guards and the officer. Ms. Patterson then forcibly pushed the officer in the chest and kept swiping his hands away as an attempt to assist the female being escorted out. Miss Patterson pushed the officer in the chest again and That is when she was subsequently placed into custody. The arresting officer attempted several times to obtain the female suspect's identifying information for processing purposes. However, she refused to cooperate. This caused a delay in the officer transporting her to jail. Upon further investigations, officers were upon upon further investigation, officers were able to later confirm her identity. The officers the officer was able to provide Fulton County judge with probable cause and secured arrest warrants for Miss Patterson for simple battery against a police officer and obstruction of law enforcement officer. Ms. Patterson was transferred to Fulton County Jail for processing and taken into their custody without incident. The full BWC footage is on our website. Oh, excuse me. It's on the website. Okay. Hold on. The fullness of it all. Hold up. Baby. Hold up. Honey, this is 2.5 hours. Okay, let's do this. Hold up. What took so long? Hold on a second. Baby. Ooh, embarrassing. I wonder if she talked on her long ride. Let me get the sound going. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna let y'all hear this. We gonna look at this part real quick. I'm gonna have to download this. This is embarrassing.
I'm gonna call.
Sus.
Hey, how's it going? This is Officer Wadsworth.
They were like, you are not gonna tell these lies out here.
Well, I wanted to know what's going on because I don't know if you want to go home, but we could be all day with you until we find out who you are. I don't know if you got plans tomorrow.
She said, listen.
Be out here with me. Listen, if I'm falsely arrested, I'm fine with that because that's what it was.
Well, he got body camera saying that.
And I would love to see. Can you play it back?
Well, we can't play it back right now because it's still recording.
Well, listen. I've been sitting here probably about 2 hours.
We can't stop this recording.
Oh, well,
then that would be a disturbance.
Don't you got to record this?
I'm sorry.
You record?
I just turned my
camera on. So perhaps let's see his and see how it's looking.
Well, it doesn't work that way. You can always,
I will.
You can
And I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Well, it might not be tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to subpoena this. Probably whatever you want.
You get released from the jail. I'm just trying to help.
Probably what you want to do.
Don't.
I asked him to call who I asked him to call, but he said.
And I take him, he's asleep. I know Polly personally as well. And I tried to contact him. He's asleep.
You have how many numbers you got?
I have 2. Both of them.
And you got both of them?
But what is he gonna do for you today, right now?
I don't know. I've never been falsely arrested in another city of Atlanta.
Okay. He's gonna make the decision to unarrest you. But we can't call him to
sheriff.
I'm sorry?
Fire sheriff.
Sheriff, we don't work for Fulton County Sheriff.
Who get for city of Atlanta?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, who is your chief now?
Chief Shearbon.
Who?
Chief Shearbon.
How long they been here?
Shearbon, I don't know. He's been here a really long time. He was my mayor before he been a chief. chief. How long has he been the chief? Maybe a year or two.
Okay, I'm about to say it.
But I still don't know how that's relevant right now.
Y'all, let me tell you something. Not only do these downloads, these body cams they also come full with the transcript too. So it's running the transcript alongside of it. I don't push. I don't. No, I said not. No, I did. Not you. That's what I don't understand. Is this guy's punching this girl all over the place? You punch that girl. Punching that girl. Record, please record, please. The girl's getting slugged. Record. Did you give them your name? No. Christina Peterson. No. Where's my purse? Where's my purse? Girl, this is interesting. Okay, let's finish. Let's watch a little bit of this and then we'll go with APD. Let's go see what APD put on their website. I'm gonna download all this and then someone's Hellcat said get out. Get out. Okay. And then I'll upload it for you guys. I'll upload the whole thing. And then maybe we can watch it as a premiere. Because if we react to this, sis, we have to pack an overnight bag, okay? I'll download all of it and I'll post it up and then we will do it as we'll put it up as a premiere, okay? I'm downloading it now, and then I'm gonna download the transcripts and I'll upload it to what do you call?
Again, you're gonna take me down to Fort County. We're trying to get you identified there. We're just trying to help you. If you don't mind being here, you said you can be all day.
She said,
I don't even know what I'm
listen.
being arrested for at this point, ma'am. If you can tell me
It's a city charge. But
call me city charge.
once we get her name, it can
But can you
Yeah, I'm just gonna
but
do
can you
a
tell
county
me-
charge
You
when we
can
get
scare me with that. You can tell me what I've been arrested for, and I would be very.
It's a city charge obstruction.
No, he said.
It's disorderly conduct. No, see that? It's disorderly.
Oh wow, they changing the charges.
It's disorderly conduct.
What was the? What's the charge?
I just said.
What's the charge?
Disorderly conduct.
What did I do?
Man, we went over this.
What did I do?
Violent
did I
emotion,
do?
acting violent emotion.
What did I do?
You interfered as I was talking to somebody and punched me in my chest.
Oh.
I'm not charging you with battery on a law enforcement officer. I'm charging you with disorderly conduct. You can go home. You can signature bond out.
So right now, he said he's not charging.
Give me a city charge.
Again, it will be that never happened. What we're doing right now is giving you a city charge. He's giving you option to give you a city
I
charge.
respect what
Once
you're
he
doing.
goes to Fort County and get your full correct name,
And you're gonna make us something else?
He's gonna put a state charge of physically assaulting him.
Okay.
So
he gonna make something up?
No, if he shows, if he says
gonna
that
make something up?
you put your hand.
Queen, we watched the video last night. Are you talking about the press conference? If you're talking about the press conference and the videos posted on Instagram, yeah, we did that last night. That's the video posted before this one. So if there's something else, let us know. But I think we spent about an hour last night. We watched the press conference. We went over to Miss Judge Patterson's Instagram page where she has it posted. We watched the news stories. We watched some Instagram posts with footage from iPhones and things of that nature. So I think we saw, I can't say we saw everything, but we saw some things. If you've got something different and you haven't seen the video from last night, then let us know if there's something different. But we're on this body cam right now. So we did see that and we heard what they said. So no one's convicting Miss Patterson. And I'm not saying that's what you said either. But what I'm saying is ma'am got involved in this tussle. And this is what's happening. This is basically what's happening.
Hands on him?
No, he put his hands on me.
I just wanted to
Why do I look like? You think I went out looking like this? I didn't know I looked like this. That man put his hands on me. And he put a hand on another woman. It wasn't me, ma'am. I don't know that. I don't even know the woman he put his hands on.
Well, I haven't Mirandized you, so I'm not gonna ask you.
Exactly. He didn't either. He didn't either.
I know she doesn't want to go to jail, but damn, you know what I'm saying? Why not, rather than look, it could be one of two ways. Rather you're a judge and you want people to know that you're a judge and you want to also be treated like a lady and you don't want to go to jail, not as a flex, but just more so, yes, my name is, okay, what's my name? It's Christine Peterson. I'm actually a judge in Douglas County. That doesn't mean drop me a favor. And why try you like she ought to know better. You can't argue with law enforcement. And they're also they're filming you. So what they're supposed to just turn their back and let you go because you can argue better than them or you're arguing with them. Anybody else, if this had been a man, more than likely, he would have had 10 more charges before he even hit the inside of the facility. Okay? Because you are a lady and because you are sitting there nicely, you're attractive woman, maybe they were a little nicer to you, but a young man with some street about him, he might have been in there with 2 black eyes. Okay, come on now. It's just too much. Like, ma'am is doing too much. She knows better. You are a judge. You've seen people before, I would imagine. I know she's in probate, but let's just say you understand how this law enforcement thing works. You're coming in with disorderly conduct, sis. You're going to go home. Soon as they take your fingerprints and find out who you are, you're not going to stay up in there. You did not kill anybody. She made this bad on herself. And maybe that's the problem that she has on her bench right now. Maybe that's why she didn't get reelected. Maybe that's why she's been sanctioned twice. Maybe that's why there's people who trying to take her license. I mean, why are you arguing with people who can't even help you? These are people who are just literally doing their job.
That's correct. Because if I'm not under arrest, then why ain't he even Mirandize me?
You don't have to.
Unless
I'm questioning you.
Okay.
Which I'm not
Oh,
about.
so who's talking to me then? Am I just talking to this?
I can speak to you. I can ask you your name, and I can see how you can cooperate with you to get your name. I'm not asking you about the incident.
I think I went in there.
I'm not asking you about your car.
I went in there.
So you can be detained, and when you get out the car, they're going to properly arrest you. I'm sure they're going to read you your rights as you are being brought in, and he's discussing with a superior officer, probably telling them what happened and trying to figure out what the charges are going to be. But she just wants to argue everybody down on a technicality. The technicality is, and I don't down her for trying to help someone who was not being helped and maybe stopped a melee from happening. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's just not always good to put your pinky toe in everything. Sometimes it's good to mind your own business, call the police, stand in the gap in other ways, because none of these people are going to help you pay your bills or get your reputation or your career back when you are already in hot water with the state.
Yeah.
And I got feet running.
You got scanned to see if that can come into the system.
And what happened?
You've been arrested.
What happened?
It didn't come back because you're not cooperating with us. So
you said I didn't cooperate?
Because you're not giving us
You
your
said I
name.
didn't scan
You're
for
not
him?
giving us your name.
You said I didn't do my
You want to
fingerprints?
refuse. So at this point, I was just coming to you, Sergeant Daniels. You'll be going to Fulton County Jail to be processed and scanned there. If you don't come back, you'll just be going back to
What's
the
your first
prison.
name?
I don't have to give you that. My badge number is 7162. I'm not arrested.
But hold on, I'm not either. Allegedly.
You are. You are
So you
arrested
said,
now.
I'm arrested now.
You
At
are.
what point was I?
When you're detained by an officer, that's considered a beginning of an arrest. You're clearly in the back of a police car, sis. You know you've been arrested. Charged.
Once he left that location,
But she's saying, why haven't I been Mirandized?
That's what I thought. I thought so too,
Okay.
but I didn't know what I was arrested for.
Girl, they've told you this. We've heard it 5 times. Disorderly conduct.
So you're saying it was
obstructing.
now you're saying it was you saying he made up something else. What are you saying it was, or what's the real charge? Because I just want to make sure I have the charge down. It was obstruction.
It was disorderly conduct.
Girl, if this was a man, they would have had already pulled him out. They'd have put him in some sort of one of those chairs. They would have got one of those wheelchairs from the back and put her in that chair and strapped her in. If she had been some sort of crackhead looking type female, girl, it would have been a wrap. A man, they might have had you hogtied. Like, come on, the with the powers that the law enforcement have. See, someone's going to see this and get it twisted that they think that they can do this. I don't look, and I'm not, those tactics are definitely not right, but it's like, ma'am, this type of stuff is triggering to a lot of people because we've all seen the bad side of doing this type of stuff. And she's very much lucky that the following day she could actually be outside and doing a press conference when there's people who they may make you sit for several days, several weeks.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Us regular folk, us non-judges.
Okay, you said something. So I just want to make sure.
And I'm not the arresting officer, so it doesn't matter what I say when it came to your charges. I'm not arresting you. So if he told you your charges previously, that's
he never told me, ma'am. So
but you said I changed the charges, so you
no, but so I didn't know shit.
Okay,
so I
I'm
just
not
wanted
gonna
to
go
make
back and
sure.
forth. I just wanted to see if you wanted to cooperate before
Cooperate with what?
With your name.
You can't get my fingerprints.
I want you to put your toe in. I don't know what your toe is.
My toe is in.
Wait, hold on. He's gonna put your seatbelt back on.
I think she feels like she's being cute. She wants them. I think she's intoxicated too. I think she's being cute because she wants them to fingerprint her so she can be like, aha, I'm a judge. You know what I mean? I think she's being difficult to end up trying to flex so that they're going to be like, oh shit, we got a judge on our hands, this, that, and the other thing. Oh no, I'm in trouble. No ma'am. No ma'am.
So he didn't arrest the woman he beat up or me? So I just get beat up. I just get arrested for the person he beat up.
I wasn't there. So you can ask the judge whenever that happens. All right. Yeah. You put your foot in.
Daniel, thank you so much, Daniel.
All right, thank you.
Daniels.
My bad, y'all. I'm gonna see what Atlanta PD posted. Let's go back and see what Atlanta PD posted. What is noise suppression? Okay, let's go to this. This also, I think, is the actual body cam footage of when this one might be the raw footage. Okay, I'll show that one in a minute, but let's see what they actually posted to their YouTube channel, and then we'll come back to this, okay? But I'll post all of this. Oh, please. Is this? Okay, Atlanta news first. Hold on. Let me put that in the queue for next up. Okay, let's watch this. Are we here? Okay. Okay, on June 20th, 2020, approximately 3:18, the officers responded to Peachtree Rd in reference to an active dispute. Here we go. Where's the sound? Upon arrival, officers observed several persons who are in a physical dispute.
No, he can touch me. Everything for no reason. Let him fucking go. Let him fucking go. Let him fucking go. Let him go.
Is that Madison who was fighting too? Because I heard someone say Madison. Hold on.
For no reason. Let him fucking go. Let him fucking go. Let him fucking go. Let him fucking go.
There goes sis. There goes sis. There goes Judge right there. Madison was in the thing too. There goes her wig on the floor. You see the wig, one wig down. Remember once upon a time when someone's wig would come off, it'd be like, oh my God. Now it's just like, girl, your wig fell.
And that's on me.
Shit. No, I didn't. I don't punch niggas.
Judge said, I don't punch niggles.
Ma'am,
Take me where you want to take me.
I can't take
No,
you. I don't
take
have any
me.
identification on
And
you.
I don't care. You don't need the identification. You have
I
locked
do.
people up, and you have picked up dead bodies when you don't know who bodies it was,
Yeah.
but you picked them up.
Man,
Take me where you need to take me.
I'm trying to.
No, take me where you need to take me immediately, expeditiously.
And you're preventing
Take
that.
me. I could give a damn. Take me where you want to
So
take
how do you want me to take you somewhere
now.
expeditiously?
Now, take me where you want to take me. Take me where you
The
want to
officer again
I
requests the
can't.
female identifying
I
information,
can't.
but she continues to
If you don't
refuse,
want to provide a
which
name,
further prolongs the
Run me
process.
into
you can't provide a name.
So it's a pod, cell, what? Take me where you need to take me. I will get a fingerprint, and they can find out who I am.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Don't
That's
play
not.
with me.
That's not how it works.
She doesn't want, I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, other than she wants them to pull her fingerprints to some sort of reverse flex on them. I that's the only thing I can think of. It doesn't make any sense why at the scene, how are you expecting to give anybody an opportunity to speak up for you, that you were coming to the aid and help of someone, when you are not at least taking a deep breath and saying, I was helping. Excuse me, I was helping. Oh my God, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I apologize. Or I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were one of the officers. I'm a couple of drinks in, but I saw someone that needed some help, and I came running over. My bad. I didn't realize. I thought you were one of the guys. Like, how do you expect them to separate everybody and you are like uncooperative?
That's not how it works.
Please, stop playing with me and harassing me.
That's not how it works.
It will work like that, I promise.
I need a name and date of birth.
No.
All right, then
You
we
should
just.
have known that when you harassed
We're gonna
me.
sit here
Freeman. So don't play with me. Play with your mama.
What's your first and last name?
Play with somebody else, Freeman. You can Google me and find me anywhere in America.
I mean, what's your name?
But we
Find
can't
somebody
Google.
else.
So I can.
We
Google
can't
it.
Google you. We can't Google you, sis. We don't know your name, sis.
Call somebody. I
So
told him who to call.
are you gonna give me your
I
other finger
told
or
him who
not?
to call and to ask him who I was.
Are you gonna give me your
I
finger or
told
not?
him to call. I said no.
Okay,
Because
appreciate it.
that's
But what? I wasn't cuffed. I wasn't when it needed to. Shut the fuck up. You look like a nigga who was trying to get on me before, and I never let him. Relax.
She said he looks like a nigga who tried to talk to her before. And ma'am, really, sis, this is such a bad look. No wonder she didn't even need to be at the press conference yesterday, because the way that Madison took over and even took over for the alleged victim. And I say alleged victim because ma'am was talking more than everybody else. Hello, 504. Good afternoon, sis. Good afternoon, Bougie Gang. I see all of you here. I see you. I see you. I see you.
Shut the fuck up. And
Oh my God.
Stop touching me.
Language.
yeah, stop touching me. Get the fuck off of me. Stop touching. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me.
She has not gotten the treatment yet. If she keeps this type of stuff up, it's going to be bad for her. It really is, because most average people, you or I will never be in this situation. But let's just say you have a bad night and maybe too much Patron or something like that. You try and act this way in some random police department and see if they don't have you knocked down to the ground or handcuffed to a bench or something. Like, I just don't understand how she thinks that she can behave in this manner. And she's not even the scary part to me is that she's not even scared. She is just, I don't know what's wrong with her.
Don't touch me. Don't
You are
touch
in
me.
custody. You are a I guess you would still consider she's not law enforcement, but you are an officer of the court. You know better. This is the type of thing that will, on top of the other things she has going on, this is what's going to have her in some hot water and receiving a letter and probably having to go for an appointment regarding that license.
I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me.
Girl, the following day, look at that. It's daylight out now.
Now, which one are you staying is too tight, ma'am? Because it's moving. This one?
This one?
Okay.
Ms. Patterson was charged with simple assault, simple battery against a police officer, and felony obstruction of law enforcement. The fact that they had to take hours and hours off to deal with her, where she should have just got a quick ride downtown and processed. The fact that somebody had to spend all that time with her, that's a problem, because that takes away from somebody else who actually needs help on the streets.
Actually, I can't get it from here. How does that feel? I got it. You got small wrists, so
I know I do. I don't supposed to be in handcuffs.
You said you shouldn't be in handcuffs? Okay.
But when people. So what's my charges now? You said I was charged with a felony? What's the felony? You didn't tell me that?
Misdemeanor.
What's that?
This is the.
How many charges is it, sir? Because they went from 1 to.
I told you, obstruction and simple battery.
Obstruction. What's you said felony obstruction?
Yeah.
What is felony obstruction?
It's the same thing I just said. You struck the officer.
I mean, the way she's talking, what's felony obstruction? He said, I told you, you struck the officer. It's almost giving just a little bit of play. Like, sis, you need to stop. And she's laid out in the back seat like she's on her chaise, okay? All persons are presumed innocent until proven guilty. I know that's right, okay? I know that's right. Yes, okay. Interesting situation. Okay, I think I already downloaded that. Let me see let me just make sure before I get up off of here that I downloaded everything, because my God, these are crazy. Interesting. Oh, are they here? Okay, one of these. Okay, dash cam. Okay, dispute. All right. Okay, let me download the transcript real quick. I'm like, since they got a transcript, I may as well just go ahead and get the whole thing. Why not? Let's see this one right here real quick. So this is them arresting her. Look, I'm not trying to be funny because oftentimes there's stuff that happens and nobody's there to help. But the girl who jumped the line on the food truck and pushed the girl at the food truck got into it with the girl, and then the boyfriend came and started beating you up, and the loudmouth friend off to the side. And the one person who gets arrested is the person who they say came out of nowhere and had nothing to do with it. Do you see how this might just be a lesson for her? The main people involved in everything are fine. No trouble, no charges. This one, and where are your people? Were you not out? Were you out alone? Girl, look at this. Hold on, let me make this big and let me move this comment, y'all. Hold on. You see how they cut that corner with her? Look, right here. They said she's a judge. She's a judge. Was that man walking around with a Masonic temple hat on? What in the, was it a Masonic temple event? Look at this. He's got his big fez on with some horns and stuff, like he's a grand master or something, or he's a grand person. Do you see this right here? Why you got that on at the club, sir? It's a lesson in mind your business. I didn't look. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to mind your business. I would never have let some girl get her head bashed in, but sometimes you got to just, I don't know, let one of the men handle it. My God. Sometimes the men stand back because they don't know if it's a lover's dispute. But you got a whole, like, when you knocked into that person and you realize that they called you out for cutting the line, that's when you say, my bad, sis, go ahead, get in front of, like, you know what I mean? My bad. Let me step back. Like, sometimes we got to humble ourselves. That event of the misunderstanding at the food truck has unleashed this for this woman who needed a good dose of mind your own business. Her job is already on the line.
No, I didn't. I don't punch niggas. Don't fucking touch me. No, I did not. No, I did not. You are you serious? No, I did. I don't fight the man. Are you serious? Are you?
What I don't understand is the guy was punching that girl all over the place. He punched that girl.
So you see, there's a witness. He said, what I don't understand is that guy was punching that girl. He was beating her all over the place. Why you know? So there are witnesses, but when nobody trying to hear the witnesses at that moment, man was talking way too loud.
Are you serious?
That girl was getting slugged by a dude.
Thaddeus, record, please.
Thaddeus, record.
I said, okay. Did you give them your name? No. Christina Peterson. No. Where's my purse? I got everything. Thank you.
How is it that she and her friends, maybe that's her sister, how is it that these two ladies have the exact same voice? Christina, did you give them your name? No. They know who she is now. She hasn't gave them their name, but they probably went ahead and looked her up. Girl, what food truck? That food must have been slamming. They must have been making like pancakes, waffles, fried chicken, damn the best tea, and hot dogs. They must have had everything. Good, nice, greasy, cheesy hamburgers. I mean, 3 o'clock food truck where you got to go jump the line and people are pissed and fighting. Oh, it must have been something serious at that food truck.
Man, that dude was looking at that girl, and nobody did anything. Like, it was so fucking sad. Nobody did anything. That dude was slugging that girl.
Oh, late night
Tiny,
tacos.
you have my purse? Where's my phone? Is in there? Listen, they disrespected that girl and they trying to cover it up. If they trying to cover it up, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't do that. He said I don't punch men. I don't do that. So they tried. They would never have that. They would never have that. Listen, it doesn't matter. He punched that girl. He did that. He would never.
What happened to the other girl? The girl she had the conflict with.
6955 extra. Show me
Little
about
boy,
16 G.
he would never.
Shout out mileage 12684.
What happened with the other girl?
Yeah. I gotta go.
She out?
I don't know.
I didn't see that. I didn't do that. Tiny, answer your phone.
Appreciate you, bro.
Look, how I would never be back to that side of town again. I would never. I would leave that whole side of town alone. I would not go back. I would be so embarrassed. I would not go back to that side of town. You wouldn't catch me over there. You would literally have to catch me. And it wouldn't be on it would be definitely no way. Okay, so this is when they got into the car. Let's see. This is 2.5 hours though. Why was this so lengthy? I mean, oh, he's typing up his report. You're not going to run the clock with me in the car. Can you take me to the office, please? I don't want to sit back here. In the mobile office. Oh, hold on. Okay, I got something good now. Okay, hold on. Hold up. I guess they went a couple of places. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. Let me tell you, their little SharePoint site is crap. Okay, here we go. She's pretty. She looks much better without that wig on. That wig she had on at the press conference, baby, leave that alone. She was very pretty. This is too bad. All that time with your career, and this is the highlight, the low light of what's going on, sis. You got to, girl, this has got to be, let this go. You are too pretty to be, I don't know, sis. I don't even know. Did you see that tick she had? Sis, what are you tripping on? Did somebody put something in your drink?
cuff to the front. You already have this one. Let me cuff you to the front.
For what? I wasn't cuffed. I wasn't when it needed to. Shut the fuck up. You look like a nigga who was trying to eat on me before and I didn't know that. Relax. Shut the fuck up.
He said never. What is wrong with her? Why is she so angry? Sis, why are you so mad? What's wrong, boo? What is wrong with you, lady? My God. Girl, are you okay? Somebody, Boo-Boo needs a hug. I don't know what's wrong with her. He said he would never.
Yeah, stop touching me. Get the fuck off of me. Stop touching. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't
get ready to look. And that's a lady officer. I thought that was a girl. Girl, you better watch out before Miss Ma'am comes through and grabs a hold of you. Okay. Ma'am is coming through with the blue gloves. She's getting ready to handle that business. Okay. Do you see that? They got the blue gloves, sis. They getting ready to come for you and handle you aggressively. Okay.
touch me.
Look. She said, come on. She said, come on. Look at that. Look, sis is about 6'2" over there. She said, come on. You see, she quieted down when she saw Big Sis. Okay. Big Sis is like, are we talking? Or are we walking?
I'm about to watch it and be cool with it. You weird ass nigga.
She's like, come on, boo, I got you. Let's go. Come on.
We'll see. I can go. What you just need a name?
Come on now. Let's handle this. We're gonna get you out of here. You got your nice dress on. Aren't you ready to go home? You trying to sit in here all night? You said that's where they do Bible lady? I don't know. That's the holy room where you got to be. That's the processing center.
Wadsworth.
Got it. Thank you.
Girl, we all got it. We all got it, sis. You didn't have to worry about nothing on this one. You've done so much. Everybody knows everybody's name now. Okay? Hey, did you know she's a judge? Okay, yeah. She sure has, Empress. Yes, she has. It's just not a good look. She could have even been a little off the chain and it not looking as bad as it looks at this moment, but she did way too much. Thank you for all the milestones, guys. Let me read them real quick. Hold on. Okay, let's see what's going on these member milestones real quick. I'll put these up as if you guys want to watch. I don't know if you want to watch these damn 2-hour. I know people like body cam footage. Let's see, where is this? I was like, what am I doing? Okay. Yes, she did see her own face. It is a reality show. Old City Girls. This is too bad. I mean, she's 38, but she's also a professional woman she's a professional woman and she really should have done. I mean, she's like, come on, sis, really? You have a job where reputation means everything. And it's not like you just have some random job and nobody knows you. You are a public official and in an elected office. So we know she is no longer. However, you're also a public official. You have you're an officer of the court, like all of the things. I saw the replay. I was asleep. I recognized Ponytail's friend immediately. Girl, as soon as I saw her in the press conference, I was like, I thought I knew that was her, but then I went over to Stiletto Bosses and I was like, damn it if that's not her. And then I heard them say Madison Kelly or something like that. I was like, what? Let's fast forward a little bit because
Can you call Kylie? Do you know Kylie?
No.
You acting like you don't know Kylie. I don't know Kylie. You just the jail? Where y'all? Where we going? Where? Where we going?
Back in the car.
You just the jail? Why can't I go to the jail?
You don't want to get booked in. You don't want to provide a name.
So what's the name?
What's your
You need
name?
to name me your date of birth.
Call Kylie. You got Kylie? You know?
I don't know who Kylie.
You don't know who Kylie is? He don't work for Atlanta Police Department.
He does,
Yes.
but I still don't know.
Can you call Kylie? Do you know Kylie?
No,
You acting like you don't know Kylie.
we don't.
We don't know who
We
Kylie
just need
is.
your name. Can we get your name? So
You don't know Kylie.
Can we get
Cyrus
your
Kylie.
name? Yes, I know.
Call Todd Ford.
What's your name?
Call Span.
Okay.
Lieutenant Span. One of those. Call him.
You don't have to
Call him.
know. But you can't get booked in. We don't have your name and your date of
Sir.
birth.
Nobody cares. If somebody committed a murder, you would be booking them in regardless. Because you don't give a fuck who they are.
Okay, all right. All right, we gotta go.
This is harassment.
Mhm.
Don't touch. Don't
Okay,
touch
so
me.
let's see.
Don't. I can walk
Yeah.
on my own. Don't touch me.
Hold on a second. Let me. You want to know who Kali is? Hold on. Where's my damn? I was like, okay, Kali. Who is Kali? Okay, so here we go. Cyrus Kali. Okay, for Douglas County Sheriff. Ma'am, this situation that you're in right now. First of all, you're in Atlanta where Patrick Labatt is the sheriff. Why are we calling Cyrus Kali and you are over here acting a pure fool? Okay. People don't want their names called out when you are acting a complete fool. Okay. Let's see. Cyrus, this lady's over here calling your name. Cyrus calls it experienced police supervisor for the city of Atlanta Police, 16 years, valuable expertise, grew up in the inner cities of Detroit. At the age of 10, became a police explorer, joined the city of Atlanta Police Department, 2007. Throughout his extensive law enforcement career, Kali has held various positions, public safety, Wayne County College, Campus Safety and Security Department, Atlanta Police Department, et cetera, et cetera. 2012 faced the surge of juvenile crime in Atlanta. As a trailblazer in law enforcement security services, Cyrus Kali consistently demonstrates innovative. Kali firmly believes in building meaningful bridges with the community, et cetera, et cetera. Kali is dedicated to taking down now to shape the brighter future for our community, one person, one family, one neighborhood at a time. Okay. Sir was probably so nothing about his family life. NAACP, lifelong dedication to service and pursuit. Okay, sheriff's office. Okay, look, Kali doesn't want to be involved in your mess. Kali looks like he was sleeping. Okay, Kali doesn't look like he was out in your party. Okay, if he were married, they would have said, as a devoted husband and father of 3 kids or whatever, sir's probably single. Okay, but she's over here asking for Kali, like people were supposed to know what was going on. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay,
Don't fucking touch me.
don't fucking touch me. She got an attitude.
You ain't no attitude. You don't want to call him because you know you're gonna be on the fuck shit. It's crazy. Okay, what's work? Okay.
Where you went? To the party? You was at a concert?
He beat the bitch to the ground. I was leaving. I don't know that girl. I was just honest girl. I've never met her a day in my life.
Oh, I'm checking the county.
Hey, if something happened to me, we got you.
Okay, so they must have had her downtown at like central booking at Atlanta Police Department, and he's taking her over to Fulton County. Okay.
Listen to me. Where's your camera? You can't let me get in this car with this lunatic.
Give me your name. If you give me your name, then you'll be booked here. You'll be with us. Just give me your name.
No.
What's your name?
No. Call. Do what
I don't know them people.
Call. You do
know Polly.
Yes, you do.
Where she work?
Him.
Where he working?
Atlanta Police Department.
Well, I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
Ooh, did they take it down? Well, it's too late because guess what? Sis already downloaded it. Okay, hold on. Did they take the video down, y'all? Mr. Colley, Cyrus Colley might have been like, can you take that fucking video down with her calling my name out? I'm running for damn re-election. Okay, it's here.
Do you know Megan?
No.
She there in Megan. Yes, you do.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
If you give me your name, then you stay here.
LeBob.
Call
I don't know their numbers.
You don't know LeBob.
I know who he is, but I don't have his number.
Call LeBob.
Then tell him I can't.
Call him and tell him Christina got locked up. Can you call Patrick Labat and tell him Christina done got locked up?
I'm gonna tell.
If I call them and I would say hello, and they would know who I am.
You can't do that.
It's harassment. It's harassment.
Are you his daughter? Are you Patrick Labat's daughter? Unless it's family, we're not calling the judge. I mean, we're not calling the sheriff. Why would we call the sheriff at home when he's trying to get some rest?
And I will. Are you?
Look at this. Video is under due to experiencing high demand exceeding video quality. Okay, hold on a second. Let me pull up. It's still. Ooh. Hold on. Which one is this? All right, let's get up off of this for a second. Let me, instead of streaming it, let's just go ahead and finish the download because, they put the links. Let me see. Oh, interesting. She wanted some special favors, and possibly they had a feeling or they knew because someone had already said who she was, and maybe they'd already looked it up, but they were waiting for her to give the information. You don't think the officer retained that there was someone on the scene that said Christina Peterson? So they already knew who she was, but they were just allowing her to be difficult. No, they say, I think it was, I'm not sure what it said. I can't remember. Let's see. Okay. BW. This one is downloading. This one of these videos is literally like 2 gigabytes. The download only and won't be able to stream content such as the transcript, chapters, and comments. You know when you click to download something and you don't know if it's downloading or not? Okay. Okay, give me just a second, guys. I'm trying to fix this. Okay, let's see. So many folks are trying to access the video. It's crashing. Yeah. I've got it downloading. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna come back. Give me a minute to get this downloaded because yeah, it's too much. Because yeah, it's not flowing like it was. And I feel like let me just let it download so we can have a nice clean copy. And because one of them's almost done. The big one is done. I'm just trying to get the dash cam footage uploaded or downloaded rather. And then once I get that, then we just have it. Um is this the dash cam one right here? Girl, sis thought it was a good idea to have a press conference and say nothing. Now, I know she had a spokesman and I guess it makes sense and all of that. Um Sometimes spokesmen won't even have you there. The video is temporary, unavailable. The video is experiencing high demand, exceeding the daily view limit. Please try again later. This is on a SharePoint too, so it's probably crashing the SharePoint out. Okay. This is the one that we want anyway. So, okay. Guys, let me let y'all go. I'm gonna come back. Let me get this all downloaded and I don't know if they're even gonna keep this up. Who knows? Who knows? But it was the calling everybody out, call people at 3 and 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. It's not like, I mean, I don't know if she's family or not, but these people have families and also these people have very high pressure, busy jobs. Everybody doesn't want to be called at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning for someone that they know from the office who may have had a little too much to drink and got themselves involved in something that they shouldn't have been involved in and or should have been home like everybody else, all the other professionals getting rest for the next day. Like, sis, your shenanigans don't have to disturb me in the middle of the night. You said, don't let us go. All right, let's see what's going on here. That's the one. Okay, hopefully everything will download. All right. It's so funny, guys. Any of you guys who know, we lost one of our dogs. Right after Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving last year. And so it's been like 6 months now, 6, 7 months. Anyway, Lambo has similar markings to Little Mama, and it's so funny. Sometimes Lambo will be walking past this office and it's got French doors. And so I'll see, his silhouette walking past the door and his markings look just like mommy. It's like for a second, I feel like mommy's walking through the house. It's so crazy. And that was just what just happened. I looked over for a second and it's not Lambo. Well, I guess it is Lambo because it's Porsche and Lambo. But his name is Big Papa Lambo, so it's his name. We hear Lamborghini. Yeah, it's not Lambo, it's just Lambo. It's just straight up Lambo. Big Papa Lambo and Portia Bella. Thank you. Little mama is so missed. She was getting ready to be 17. She was like a month from being 17, and I'd had her since she was 8 weeks old. So, and you know what? Even if Fonnie does look, maybe she will. But Fonnie probably needs to pick her battles wisely as to what they're going, because let me tell you, Glanville has had so much going on. There's a lawyer I was watching last night who was doing commentary, and remember the guy who was high on the stand? I can't think of his name. Let me see if I can find this video. He was talking about the another person who had testified and said he was basically talking about one of the days he had just started testifying. This was maybe back in November or something. And he said November, December, I'm not sure, but he was one of the first guys to come through to testify. And he mentioned that he had been threatened with jail time if he didn't testify. I don't know who caught it, who didn't catch it, what happened at that time. I really wasn't paying any attention to, I heard it, but I didn't know enough about what was going on with this case, because this case is very complicated and it's huge, right? Like there's so many moving parts of who's tick. There's so many moving parts of who did what. And it's a ginormous case, right? Not Lil Woody, not this past week. I'm talking about months ago. There was a guy, I believe it was Tick. Anyway, there's so much going on, and the judge, this guy was just counting what he observed as far as judicial misconduct and what could actually happen to Judge Glanville based on all of these allegations of judicial misconduct. I almost feel like it almost should just feel like a matter of time before somebody enters Judge Glanville's his chambers, and it's a wrap. I think he's just sitting on borrowed time right now but is it him? People are questioning, is it him? Is it this case? Is it Judge Glanville and his style? Let's just say, like, have other people not received fair, has he been conducting himself, has his like judicial prowess, is this what he's been doing all along? Is this just unique to this case? Is this how it is in Fulton County? Like, so many people are talking about what's going on. I would almost think that man might just have to thug this one out. And I'm talking about Christina Peterson. You can't call out every notable person in the county as you decided to make a bad decision. Like, there's nothing wrong with going out. Sis wants to be out. That's her business. But getting wrapped up in something and then being uncooperative with law enforcement and you wanting to skate is now a problem. Like, and that's going to put other people in a situation where they're going to have to put their neck out for you and have to answer for you. Like, hey, oh, we heard you helped, you cut a deal, or her charges magically just like, no. Yes, she did testify because she had to move because of threats, or she still has her home, but she can't live in it. She said it's not livable because everybody knows where she lives. It seems as though all of the questionable officials are being exposed and linked. Okay. Well, linked in a way. So did you guys see what happened in Oakland? The mayor of Oakland, this is a lady, I think she's Vietnamese. Not that that has anything to do with it, but there are some people who are associated with a waste company So, and maybe there was some impropriety in Oakland as far as city contract with the girl. Did you see that? The FBI came swooping over to her house. Let me let y'all see that. Her name was Tao something. It was like, oh shit. Let's see. And there was a lady who they interviewed a neighbor, and she works in some sort of capacity of law enforcement. And she said, when the FBI come in, it's because they've already found probable cause. They're not coming in on a maybe. They're coming looking for what they're looking for. And it was like, oh, okay. So that was interesting. Hold on a second. Let's check this out. If you hadn't heard of, hold on. So this is happening in Oakland, California.
We broke the news this morning, and we've been covering everything that has unfolded over the past 12 hours. This story has been developing all day and all over Oakland. Before dawn, FBI agents raided the Maiden Lane home of Mayor Sheng Tao. Other agents, including from the IRS, raided the Embarcadero offices of California Waste Solutions. The FBI also raided 2 homes on View Crest Court and Skyline Boulevard, linked to the Duong family, which runs California Waste Solutions, a major garbage vendor. We have team coverage from reporters spread out throughout Oakland to help you understand the possible link between all of these people and places.
ABC 7 News reporter Cornell Bernard is at Oakland City Hall, where the council is meeting right now to discuss the political reaction to all of this. ABC 7 News reporter Ansar Hassan joins us live with a focus on the Duong family, talking trash and the power and the money that goes with it. But let's get started here with ABC 7 News I-Team reporter Dan Noyes.
Yes, he joins.
Let me tell you guys, we had a guy in Charlotte. He had just been elected mayor. His name was Patrick Cannon. And he had one of those parking lot. He had a parking lot company. He had one of those where he owned those parking meters. And if you're at the meter, your money runs out, someone comes through, writes you a ticket, right? So he had obviously a contract with the city. He becomes mayor. There not only was his company in some sort of corruption, but he was also giving it. He may have, I need to read and make sure I've got everything correct, because girl, now you don't want to say anything incorrect, but Sir had to go spend time. Sir spent time in prison. He was caught out there giving favor to companies using his mayoral office, and it was definitely a problem. And he went to jail, I think, for like 2 or 3 years. He had just got elected mayor, and he's like a homegrown charlatan. If you're from here, you know, he graduated from West Charlotte, all of the things, North Carolina A&T, I believe. All of those, you know, the things. And they took his ass right to jail. Okay. Patrick Cannon, Mayor Pat.
Just here in studio to explain what we know so far, Dan.
Well, Amma and Dan, the FBI confirmed only that they carried out, quote, a court-authorized law enforcement activity at the mayor's home. But that was not the only stop for agents today. More than a dozen FBI agents emerged from Oakland Mayor Sheng Tao's house after 4 hours inside. They carried boxes, plastic tubs, and trash bags and left without comment. Witnesses heard a ruckus before 6 a.m. today.
About 6 o'clock this morning, I heard a male voice yelling to open the door, open the door.
Nina Medina happened to be staying in the neighborhood with friends. She's president of the National Latino Peace Officers Association, here for a meeting with the new Oakland police chief.
The federal government doesn't force or obtain warrants into one's residence without probable cause. And when it rises, in my experience, to the level of the federal government, you're talking about some significant issues.
Once the FBI left, I went to Tao's door to check reports that had been kicked in or rammed through.
You see, he went to the door, which there's nothing, I mean, but he's got a whole news crew with him. He had the nerve after the FBI just left. You think she wants to invite y'all in for an interview? Sis probably sitting crying somewhere in her closet, okay? He thought it was a good idea to go knock on her door.
There was no damage to the door or sill. Later, Mayor Tao's partner and father of her 2 children, Andre
who? That's her partner, Andre, her partner and father of her children.
Jones, emerged with
Andre Jones. Okay. Shang Tao, you and Andre Jones. Okay.
bag and refused to comment before he left. Law enforcement sources tell me
he left with a duffel bag. What was in the bag?
This is a public corruption case.
Maybe he was like, you know what? I can't stay here. We're gonna have the police over here. I don't feel comfortable. Andre said, I'm gonna be back. I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna be back.
The FBI, IRS, and U.S. Postal Service working together. Agents hit several locations, including the offices of California Waste Solutions. We spotted IRS investigators there and saw these agents leaving with boxes of evidence laid.
Look at sis got steel right on her hip. Look at that. She got her little silk blouse on. She got her badge, and she got her steel.
In the day. The company was started by David and Victor Duong, who were under investigation by the Public Ethics Commission for funneling money through straw donors to council members, a story first reported by Oakland Side in 2020. Shang Tao allegedly received some of that money. She also traveled with the Duong brothers who funded the trade mission to Vietnam last summer. All this in a week with her recall being approved for a vote.
Oakland is in crisis. The mayor's office is in crisis.
Sam Singer has guided political campaigns and corporations through various types of crisis. He says the future does not look bright.
In the last 24 hours, 40,000 voters turned in signatures to have the mayor recalled. This morning, she wakes up and the FBI is knocking her door down. I don't see how she overcomes this. It's likely that she will wind up having to resign.
It has been a tough week for the mayor with that recall being approved for a vote. We reached out to her office and have not received any sort of comment. She canceled an appearance at a news conference this morning. It will be interesting to see when and how she makes her first appearance in public facing this investigation. Amma?
All right, Dan, thank you so much for a look at that insight. Now, our team has been trying to hear from the city about everything that happened today. New at 6, ABC 7 News reporter Cornell Bernard has a reaction from an Oakland City Council member.
Andre, do you have anything to say?
Mayor Shang Tao's partner, Andre Jones, had nothing to say as he left Oakland City Hall Thursday following a raid by federal agents at the Oakland home they share. And
you see them FBI agents scattering like a bunch of roaches. Like, did you see how they just like, okay, squad out, go jump in your cars. People, did you even catch a face? Did you even look? And then they backed into her driveway. Like, okay, we're here. And then look at the reporter over there with his phone. How embarrassing. But look at this home. I bet you it's spectacular inside.
And other locations. The news sending shockwaves through the halls of Oakland City Hall, where we were told the mayor's office was temporarily closed for the day.
Not that they shut the mayor's office for the day. She said office closed. Okay, y'all work from home.
Doors to Mayor Tao's office were locked. Oakland City Council member Carol Five had this to say following a closed-door council session.
What are next steps regarding the mayor and her alleged involvement in this federal raid?
Thank you for saying alleged. We don't know what's going on. This is not something that the council was briefed on, that the Oakland Police Department told us about. I don't think that they were involved. So I have very little to say because we have very little information.
Vice Mayor Rebecca Kaplan addressing the rumor her home was also raided, posting on X, nope, not true. The campaign to recall Mayor Tao is demanding that she resign immediately due to the FBI raid. In a statement, the campaign said, while the FBI raid does not prove her guilt in the ongoing investigation, we already have multiple smoking guns indicating Tao's lack of fitness for public office. Oakland Chinatown community leader Carl Chan is upset to hear about the FBI raid and worries it pulls focus from more pressing issues facing the city.
I always suggesting and telling, many elected officials, when you're serving as a public servant, you have to be very extremely careful how you are dealing with the public trust.
We made several attempts to reach out to Mayor Tao and her staff, but no response today. In Oakland, Cornell Bernard, ABC 7 News.
Federal agents raided several.
He said, you got to be careful how you deal with the public's trust. I'm like, okay, bingo. Okay, that's on bingo. Okay. I mean, public official, public trust. Okay. Thank you for reminding us, sir. I mean, I get it. And it is a good reminder because there are people out there who pretend like they don't know any better. But yes, that is on some, that's on some bingo. Okay. Yes. Thank you, sir. You stopped to talk to him to get that? Okay.
Several other homes today, including 2 linked to the Duong family, owners of California Waste Solutions. ABC 7 News reporter Anza Hassan joins us live from Skyline Boulevard and a home there. He's been there all day gathering information about who lives there. Anza?
Yeah,
very
Dan,
nice. Look at
Good
that.
evening. The investigation here ended more than an hour ago. We saw investigators leave with at least 10 to 15 boxes, 3 computers.
That garbage business pays, okay? The garbage business clearly is paying very well, okay?
They wouldn't
It's
tell us
not
what they
civil.
found,
It's
but we do know
criminal.
that U.S. postal inspectors are often involved in financial fraud investigations. Just after 4:30 p.m., U.S. postal inspectors wrapped up their investigation at David Duong's home in the Oakland Hills. No comment on the content of the evidence they found, but it did end an almost 10-hour investigation.
Damn, 10 hours and all those boxes? That does not look good.
I think anyone who's been around Oakland politics for a while knows about the Duong family. They're very involved. They're prolific donators to candidates who run for council, who run for mayor, Alameda County officials as well.
Justin Burton served in former Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf's office and worked with then City Council member Sheng Tao. He's concerned about a business trip she took as mayor to Vietnam, which he says was paid for by the Duong family. Burton says that may have been a political risk.
The people who are impacted most by today's news are Oakland's residents. They need to know that their mayor is not at the center of a federal public corruption scandal. And if she is part of this investigation, and we don't know all the facts right now, she needs to let her residents know that she's not going to be distracted, and this is a matter amongst attorneys.
Earlier in the day, the FBI raided the home of Duong's son, Andy, who lives a few miles away.
I started hearing, this is the FBI, open up, come out with your hands up.
This neighbor, who didn't want to be identified, said she heard FBI agents saying they were delivering a federal warrant. Around 11 a.m., the FBI inspected a Mercedes-Benz registered to Andy Duong, parked outside of his house. 20 minutes later, an unidentified couple was seen leaving in that SUV.
They said, let's put on some COVID masks, and I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail and a ball cap, and I'm going to pretend to not be me. So when the people outside with the cameras, they're just going to say unidentified couple. So let's go use our N95 masks and let's dress different so nobody knows it's us, okay? So we still got to go get food.
Investigators say no one has been home all day and that no arrests have been made. It is still very early in this investigation.
How are you going to know that nobody's home in that 8,000 square foot, 10,000 square foot home? How do you know no one's home? I guarantee you somebody is home.
Officials say it could be a few days before they have an update. Reporting live, Ansar Hassan, ABC 7 News.
All right, Ansar, thank you.
And ABC 7 News insider Phil Mateer joins us now live in studio. Phil, you were out there this morning when the raids first began. And the FBI raided the home and office of a major recycler that does business in Oakland, the mayor's home. What is this all about?
Well, if we take a look at the initials involved, the FBI, the IRS, and the U.S. Postal Service, that points in the direction of financial questions. Sure. We're not talking about guns, we're not talking about drugs, we're talking about that sort of situation. It's not unusual. We have a company here that is doing business with the city. They have an exclusive contract for the curbside recycling. It was given to them under a bit of controversy years and years ago. There have since been questions raised, as Dan Noyes put out recently earlier in the broadcast. what we have here is a relationship question between the mayor and this company. Will we get quick answers? Likely not. That's not the way the feds move. The feds move slowly and methodically, but in this case, rather publicly. Showing up at the mayor's door at 5 o'clock in the morning is sending a message pretty loud and clear.
Let's talk about sending a message. Just yesterday, we were talking about how the effort to recall Mayor Sheng Tao went another step yesterday, calling for her to just resign.
Right.
How is this going to affect that effort? They were already at her house today.
That's a decision the mayor is going to have to make. She has to take a look at the entire situation.
But this will only add fuel to the fire.
Absolutely. What it does is, no matter what the outcome of this, innocence or whatever, you are innocent. In the eyes of the law until proven guilty. But in the court of public opinion, if the FBI shows up at your door, a cloud descends upon you. And between now and when she's facing that recall election, this is not going to be resolved. She is going to be constantly under investigation, whether anything happens or not. And the feds showed that. They did this much the same in San Francisco. We just finished up a couple of years of corruption investigations, scandals, and convictions that included people at department heads having questionable relationships with companies that the city had contracts with. So here we go again. If you're cleared, it's not going to be anytime soon.
What does it mean for the city of Oakland? Because City Hall was raided too.
This is it's very bad timing for the city of Oakland. We had the mass shooting yesterday in Oakland, ongoing problems with crime. We have a budget deficit that is looming that is quite large. There are a number of areas where Oakland really needs leadership and decisive action, and this is just going to further cloud it. And it's not.
Oh, you guys didn't even hear me. I was like, it's time to pack up, Mayor.
Just Oakland. Also, we're having a recall of the Alameda County District Attorney on top of this. But this is Oakland. It becomes more than political. It becomes actually running the city. I cannot remember the last time a sitting mayor, had their house raided by the FBI.
Right. Okay. Much more to come, obviously. This came out of the blue as a bombshell for most people today. Thank you, Phil, very much.
C7 News to learn the latest about what's.
They said we're going to be staying on this story. Of course you are. Okay. So yeah, just a little Bay Area news, because we don't want all y'all in Atlanta feeling away. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it just is what it is. Atlanta gives us what we need. Okay. So, I mean, that's just what it is. The Fulton County is a treasure trove of stories. Okay. They give us a lot. Let's see what's good. Does Sloanya? No. Somebody dropped a question, says, does Sloanya know that whatever they go, they're still going to be in? Sorry. Let me stop. Oh, sis says she just followed. I put up a link to my Instagram. Anybody who's following, thank you. I appreciate that so much, y'all. Follow me on Instagram. Yes, please do so. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay. Has Atlanta fixed this problem yet? Are my annoying? All right. One of the videos is downloading. The other one is having trouble. It's starting to download. It's only 179 MBs. So that one really shouldn't take too long. The one that was damn 2 gigabytes is almost done. I don't know why it's downloading so slow, but it's on a SharePoint. So it's possible that like a bunch of people started hitting it at the same time. Let's see what else is going on here. We're on the Atlanta APD public affairs private group, social media. I appreciate them putting this up. Okay, APD. This is a shared folder. Integrate power apps. Okay, now. All right, guys. I feel like we've covered everything. I don't want to drag this out, y'all. The mayor in Dalton hated too. Oh, Tiffany Henyard. I've been keeping up. I've been following what's going on. I don't know enough. And it's like when you speak on something on YouTube and it's like I gotta be ready to talk on Tiff. Okay. I gotta be ready for some Tiffany talk. It's interesting. It's interesting. Okay. 2 gigabyte one downloaded. My God. Okay. The dash cam one is trying. I wonder if they took it down, y'all. Okay, I got that one downloaded. This one. Okay, that's good. Okay, so perfect timing, y'all. I will be back. Okay? And we'll resume on some Nesto. I need to pull up a couple of Sarah Boone letters because I had everything lined up like 2 weeks ago and I had to grow. I had so much stuff on my desktop, it was getting ridiculous. So we'll be back. We got a couple things to talk about. We have a full weekend. Okay. So you guys go and enjoy. Go ahead and hit the premiere and we will talk again a little bit later on. So anyone who coming back on the replay, thank you for coming through. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys a little bit later. I'm gonna watch. I'll be in the live. I'll be watching with you guys. She is whack-a-doodle. Doodle. The letters are very interesting. I feel like the letters give so much insight as to her craziness. And I'll post them as we read them. I'll post them for your pleasure on Patreon so you guys can go and take a look at them for yourselves. Okay. But yeah, if they're getting ready to drop a vid, then let's go watch it. And I will see you guys a little bit later on. Okay. You guys, thanks for coming through. And we will get back up again a little bit later on. Okay. Give me a few hours on that way everyone has a chance to watch it, or a good majority of people have a chance to watch it. Or if I come back sooner than that, maybe we'll just go ahead and tackle a couple of those jailhouse letters, which are always quite interesting. Trying to kill me with all this tea. No, I'm not. Trying to inform. We're trying to inform and talk and key. Okay. All right, guys. You guys take care. Have a wonderful, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. Okay. Take care. Bye.